Hello and welcome everyone. This is the Virtual Y and my name is Mike. Today's class is 45 minutes of yoga. Please do have props handy. They don't have to be official props. Something that works like a block, works maybe like a strap. I'm sitting on a blanket too. They help in various ways and I'll call out those ways as we go. All right. Most important thing is to practice where you are today. So I'll try to give you options of how to move, how to pose, all that good stuff. Let's begin lying back, okay? Come on back. Maybe bend the knees. Put your hands on your belly and take a few mindful breaths. So as you begin to inhale, deepen the breath that you find. And also deepen the exhale, so you'll feel your abdominal wall use that strength just a little bit more to exhale. Inhale, feeling everything inflate, like the balloon at the belly as the diaphragm moves. So this moment is an opportunity to reboot your mind, connect with your inner self, and disconnect with any of the junk outside that's not serving you. Okay? So I'd like to start here doing a few flows as well. Always want to flow to warm up. Take your heels so that they are close enough that you can actually touch them. And we're going to do just a few light bridge flows. So as you inhale, bring your hips up and your arms maybe up overhead. Okay. And then as you exhale, bring that bell back down. Go smooth. Inhale. Nice. All the way on up. And exhale. If you have low back issues, you might take this extra gently. Do it again. Please try to time things with your breathing as well. And after about 3 of those, let's go ahead and put that down. Take your hands, put them on your knees, and let's give a little bit of opening for several parts of the body here. I'm moving these knees in circles, so you'll feel that this allows you to massage the low back. It compresses the belly, which helps ignite our the digestive fire, which, you know, there's potential energy in there. We want to release it. And then just give me a nice exhale as you hug these in for an even bigger release of energy. All right. Also a position that is involved with the idea of letting go. All right. Beautiful. Let's take the chin to the chest. Maybe you want to round your back into a little bit of a wheel and give a few rocks up and back. All right. And come on up. Let's sit. I'm going to show you this from the side to begin with. Just sit in Sukhasana, easy pose, cross legs. And open the shoulders for me a couple times. Give some nice rotation. Yeah. Getting things moving a little bit. And then I want you to place those hands back behind on the floor. And inhale lifts your heart, and then continue maybe to shift, open those shoulders, one more small notch, lift the heart. All right, and then from here, lean forward and bring the hands forward any amount, but then do some similar letting go at the hips. Shoulders and hips in the corresponding places in the body. Opening this up, we're gonna just practice some flowing cat-cow seated today. So inhale, just kind of open those shoulders and just touch back, all right? Exhale, draw the belly in, fold forward, wake everything up. So you want the back to feel like it is moving one direction, little arch back, and then a little fold forward. And I'm moving with my breath. Inhale, lift. Nice, exhale. Let's also warm up a little bit for the sides here. Inhale, that right arm sits nice and tall. Other hand is on the floor. Reach far up and then just come on over the top. Hold there. Open the ribs one more increment. Maybe go a little bit deeper. Nice. Come over the top, do the same thing. Now, before you rush, I know people like to rush. Go tall first and then put some weight into the side and give a side bend. Okay. Don't be concerned with how far. Open the ribs one more notch. Maybe go a little bit more. Okay, we're gonna move on to all fours for a few things. So come on to all fours. And remember that in this stuff, you can use your fists instead of your palms if it helps the wrists. I'd like to, though, come a little bit further out and find a plank here. And this class kind of roughly is about having a long spine, so have the longest spine you can. Reach out through your crown, draw up from the navel, all right, reaching back through tailbone, through knees. And let's try to maintain the length of this spine as we start to push back. So it's not cat-cow per se. So we're pressing back, you keep your hands where they are. Inhale, forward with a plank-like back. Exhale, back with a plank-like shape. All right, inhale forward. And then keep that abdominal section on to maintain that. Now from here, let's go ahead, hold for a sec. Bend the elbows a little bit, keep them kind of close to the body, and then touch your chin and chest. All right, then settle on the floor and give me just a baby cobra here. Maybe you can figure 8 those shoulders one more time. And then inhale a nice cobra once more. Press back, keep the hands where they are. And let's do that a couple times. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, touch your chin and chest. Let's go ahead through cobra and press back to down dog again. One more time. Nice. Inhale forward. Exhale, chin and chest. Using the strength of the arms, inhale now the back. And coming on back. Beautiful. Let's move on. Make a nice handprint. And when you make a handprint, think about the L in the hand here for your down dog. Press the L in and then spread that planting out to the outsides of the hands. And give me a down dog. Press up into the hips. Exhale, low into the heels. So do that again as you breathe. We're always going to continue to breathe. Yes, press through the hands, inhale up, exhale, heels come down. Now, if you want to, today you could do a little bit of a 3-legged dog, so play with that foot going back. It could go as much as all the way up too. All right, you shake it up there. Now take this right leg and lunge it through. You might need to help it through. Put your knee down, all right? And right here, just kind of take a moment, give a little bit of a bounce. The sun salutation that we're going to do involves lunges and all of this stuff, so it's a little preparation. Good. All right, so opening up those inner thighs, let's step back, return to down dog. Now I should say, if down dog isn't right for your practice, don't worry, you don't have to do it. You could stay on the knees and kind of walk the hands out for puppy instead. The left leg is gonna go up for some 3-legged dog. Give it a shake. All right, kick it up. And then now this foot is gonna come through, help it if it needs it. Knee comes down, and again, when you're in a lunge, think about having the knee over the foot. Give a little bit of a bounce, okay? All right, from here, we're gonna step to the top. Now, you wanna be careful of your knee. So, tuck back here, give yourself a little bit of a spring forward. Stay there for a sec, let the head go. Lately, I'm a big fan of just making sure your feet feel real grounded before you even stand up, okay? Then pick up your hearts. We're gonna stand up all the way, gather your arms up overhead, and bring those hands down to heart center today. Good, let's have a couple side stretches here. So the same thing we did seated. You wanna have the right arm come on up, reach tall first, and then go over the top. Nice, same there. Reach, go long first, fingertips away from one another, and then exhale. All right, inhale, come on up with both, and then come on down. Let's do a couple rounds of a sun salutation, shall we? We are well prepared. Inhale, we're gonna start with those side bends, and side bend to the right. Now, if you wanna go deeper on the side bend, be my guest. Inhale, make sure the feet feel nice and secure. Exhale, other side. Good, inhale here. Let's go all the way down. From here, halfway lift. So you press the body away, look a little forward. So you should have a little bit of a sense of a little back bend here, strengthening through that upper back and the neck. And then you exhale, come forward, fold. From here, right leg lunges back. Maybe the knee goes down again, so you can kind of back bend. So this salute is about back bend, forward bend, back bend, forward bend. Now, press and come to down dog or to puppy. Inhale, come out to a plank. Now that could be from the knees or the toes. Then touch knees, chin, and chest down. Good. Come to the floor, snake on through, and exhale, come back to down dog. Press on up, press into the hands to lift the hips. And as you exhale, send the right foot forward again. Maybe the knee is down. Again, as you inhale, that allows you to really look through with the knee down, all right? And then again, spring forward, step into a nice forward fold. Half lift again. Let's stay really balanced in your feet though. Forward fold. Pick this all back up. Nice. And then find your heart center. Let's do that one more time. We want a nice mastery round. Inhale, let's add the side bends in here. So side bend right, you could even take your hand and guide the other hand over. All right, inhale up. Other side, exhale. Maybe going deeper, strong obliques. Let's come on down. All right, all the way down. Halfway lift, look ahead. Forward fold. Now that you're experts, inhale, the right leg steps back again, knee down, look through. Exhale, step into down dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, then touch your knees, chin, chest. Come through. Inhale to a little cobra, I should say. And to down dog. Give me a couple breaths in down dog. Inhale to lift the hips, exhale, heels down. This version of sun salutation that we're doing is one of the oldest of this type. Again, it's meant for exercise. It's meant to get everything moving, okay? Let's, on an exhale, take that right foot forward. Knee down, maybe inhale, look through. And then spring forward into forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. And go deeper in your forward fold. Let that head come down. Rise up, body 1 unit. And then let's bring those hands back down into the center, just below the center. You should feel, now take a moment here in your mountain pose. You should feel a little activation. A difference between hands up here and when they come down, you'll feel that come straight through the palms, through the whole arm, and you'll feel it behind you too in the shoulder blades, all right? That nice sense of alertness and activity moving through the body. Every opportunity we can have in a yoga practice. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna start a few standing poses. Keep your right foot forward. Step your left back for a warrior 2 setup. Really centered in our legs and arms broad. Take a look. The knee goes over the foot. The hand goes over the knee. And the eye gaze settles over the open palm or beyond the fingers, okay? So we give ourselves things that generate heat for discipline and things to focus on for concentration, all right? These are both elements in the path of yoga towards creating a more peaceful mind ultimately, yeah? That knee goes further out perhaps. Yeah, I'm kind of holding things. But that said, let's go ahead, take that front arm up, and we're gonna flow. You should know that, if you're starting something, I want to do this flow a couple times. Take the hand back behind you. If holding a pose is too challenging, then flow in and out of it. It's always your friend. Now, from here, different flow, we'll go over the top into a side angle. And see my hand here rests on the leg. And then just back into warrior 2, side angle. But if I was a beginner, I could take the pressure off that leg when I come up, rebend when I come down. One more. I would like to stop and hold the side angle, all right? So yeah, we're generating some good tapas there. Now, shoulder issues, you could stay up or drop back. Otherwise, classic version of this goes long, look under the arm, knee goes out, thigh comes back. That back foot is flat, 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 okay? In all standing poses except lunges, both feet are firmly planted. Nice. All right, come back on up. Maybe give these a break for a sec. I'd like to do a triangle as well, and I want you to shift your feet. So you shift your feet so that they live on 2 lanes a little bit more, and maybe a little bit more step in, all right? All bodies are different. These are general guidelines. Let's go ahead back on out here. Now, take your front arm and pretend it's being pulled from up and out there a little bit, as far as it can go. Set your bottom hand, set your top hand, and shine. Think about your upper hip here. Allow it to come with you a little bit. Protects your back. And then shine your shoulders up. Look to wherever it feels right for you. But remember, sometimes a lot of people will let this head go, or if they're looking up, it'll crane up. You want to keep the head in the center and just be turning it, okay? All right, let's go ahead, come back on up, and then face out wide, maybe another moment of rest and breath for the shoulder. And I'd like to do this unique pose. We're gonna take the feet parallel and wide. We're gonna add eagle arms here. So you drop the right arm under the left, and you could hug yourself or intertwine like so, all right? Now, I have to go to the side to show you this. What you're gonna do is you're gonna bend your knees, and as the booty goes back, the back becomes a tabletop. The back becomes a tabletop, and you stick your tailbone back and the arms forward. So it forces you to maintain core control, draw the belly in and up. Keeping the back long, long, long back today. Okay, let's go ahead, undo those arms, hands on thighs, and come on up. Good, step into the center. Feel your groundedness, because what's next is a balance, and we're just gonna do a simple tree today. So find yourself rooted in the right foot, getting lighter. Think roots, think trunk, okay? Then maybe knee out low, calf medium, thigh high, all right? Look at a nice flat expansive floor. Or if you can, the best thing you can do, if you have a horizon line to look at out a window, do that. Press into your roots. Keep the trunk strong. You really do embody the tree. Branches, strong. And then knee front, come down with intention. Oh my goodness. Give this a little love if it needs it. Nice. We are going to progress to do the other side, same thing. So I'm just going to face the other way, keeping left leg forward, step back, just make sure you're getting the other side. Very center aligned. Again, the knee goes over the foot, the hand goes over the knee, and the eye gaze fixes at the palm or beyond the fingers. And that's what we call drishti. And that's from the root drish, which means to see. And it is a central practice in asana, which is what we're doing, to hold your attention. A lot of yogic practices use different things to hold your attention. Meditations, these practices, breath. Nice. Let's go ahead and flow this a couple times. So take this on up into kind of this extended triangle, reverse triangle, exhale back in. So again, this is the kind of flow that you would do if holding that warrior two is too long for you. You have many friends, you have many helpers in yoga. Now hold here, and we'll do the other flow, which was to come over the top. All right, and if you needed to straighten the leg, if you want the strengthening, keep the leg bent. Beautiful. I always say the only wrong pose is a misaligned pose. The only wrong pose is one that is a potential risk, danger of injury at some joint, okay? Other than that, we yoga teachers get plenty creative, okay? You'll see a lot of variation. All right, let's go ahead on up and let that go. And then we're gonna take these a little bit further together, and arms come back out for that triangle. 2 lanes, reach out till you can't reach no more. Set the bottom hand, set the top hand. All right, this back hip comes with you a little bit. As you get stronger in this pose, maybe that hand comes off. See how the sides of the body reach equally. Don't be obsessed with being down there. I see it. It happens so much. We think this is more flexible. Well, I mean, it might be, but you're also demonstrating that you don't have the strength. You're not demonstrating the strength that you have to hold yourself here. That's what triangle is about. Okay, let's go ahead and come back on up and come back center. Once more, we're gonna do this eagle arms with horse legs. So sometimes I call this a Pegasus. All right, so right here. Left drops under right. Okay, intertwine or just hold or just hug yourself. And then bend the knees because you gotta make a tabletop out of your back. So come on down. So I need my abdominals to come on in and up. Push your tailbone back and your hands forward. Create the longest line you can in your spine. No dropping of the head, no craning to look forward. Look down into your forearms. So when you send your hips a little further back, you counterbalance. Nice. Let's let that go. Gently on up and step back to the middle again. All right. Make sure that all of the fluctuations are settling before we go and do our other standing balance. Left leg for tree. Make your roots, make your trunk. All right. So there should be a feeling through that side of the body that is very supported, very tall. All right, knee out, low, medium, high. Drishti, where do you fix your gaze? Keep your focus, keep focusing on what the leg is doing too. Roots, trunk, branches. All right, knee front, and come on down. All right, we are going to do a few things. Before we come to the floor, I'd like to practice this simple inversion. And you know, even a forward fold is an inversion. We're gonna do something extra with it today. I'd like you to grab a block if you need to. Now the block could be any height. It could be any height. But I'm wanting you to actually come up onto your toes and tip yourself. I want you to feel like it's a little dangerous, but no flipping. You're not gonna fall because you're strong and mindful. Okay, so whatever you're doing here, put maybe a little weight into the block. Drop your head, lift your heels. And then, you know, you can kind of go between that a couple times. But get the feel for inversion here. So this would be the beginnings of how it would feel to do a handstand, right? Which I'll tell you, I'm not the master of. Against a wall, sure. Headstand, sure, I can do. Handstand, I don't really put a lot of effort into, but against the wall is good. But you gotta be able to have that feeling of upside down, and just hang here for a sec. Part of it is overcoming the fear, if you're interested in doing more inversions, overcoming the fear of it and understanding how the muscles have to work in reverse. Okay, nice. Let's go ahead and bring this into down dog, where I want to also keep, so notice where your regular down dog is. And if today, same thing, I want a little bit more upside down feeling. So if you want, walk in closer with your dog today. Also a little bit more practice of flexibility for the calves. All right, press through your hands, the same thing. Now, why don't we step in so close when we're doing our sun salutations? Because if I had to go from here out to a plank, I'd be way too far out front, okay? So here's an opportunity to just be out, be a little closer, practice more flexibility, and this sense of inversion. Long back, press into the hands, lift the hips. All right, I think we would like a little break. Let's try knees down, child's pose, toes together, and you could stack your 2 fists under forehead or just surrender totally to the floor. Please stay there and have a couple breaths. All right. Before we move on, we're gonna do a few things for the core, of course. So let's come on up and give me a couple rounds of what we did in the beginning, where we come out to a plank. And again, in a plank, that booty's down. Keep your hands where they are, press back. All right, touch third eye maybe. Inhale a couple times, come forward. Exhale. One more. And then I'd like to stand up on the knees and give me a few rounds of this thunderbolt flow. So when we're on the knees, it's thunderbolt. Exhale, and the hands come to your sacrum behind you and bow down. Do that again. Okay. Give me one more of those and concentrate on really extending the spine long. So keep your tailbone moving away from your crown, crown away from tailbone. Now, let's stay up. And if any of this bothers your knees, add extra padding. Stay up right here and we'll do something crazy. Inhale, exhale, kneeling chair. Hover your hips. Oh my goodness. Use everything. So just kind of locked in place here. If you need to, bring the hands to the heart. Draw the belly back. Give me another couple breaths here. Oh, the focus required. Feel the trembling. It's fine, it's fine. You know, you're not in danger, not really. Okay, and then let's bring this down. I'd like to do just another moment of surrender in child's, but when you walk out, walk your hands to the left. All right, a little bit. Stretch the side ribs, please. And then to the other side. Just make sure you stretch the other side as well. Give me one more breath and feel the nice openness of that side body. And then we're gonna come onto our front for a couple of exercises. So fully onto the front. Extend the legs back nice and long. Let's spend a moment in bow, and if you like to do one-sided bow, put one arm in front of you and reach back to the other ankle. You wanna do both side. Come on back with both. Balls of the feet go up and come off the floor. Breathing on, your neck is in alignment with the rest of your body. If you're one-sided, please change sides. We want equal. And we're gonna rest that. Maybe put forehead on hands, toes out. Breathe deeply into the belly. Notice as the belly inflates, the body moves away from the mat. Pressure against the spine encourages it to open up. And put the hands back under the shoulders, bring ourselves back up. For a moment, let's do a couple of these. Come to down dog. And when you inhale, put your knees down to hover. Exhale, push the hips back up. Do that a few more times. Inhale, knees hover, look through. Exhale. Nice. The knees are barely off the floor here. Last one. And then allow the knees to come down and come back onto the knees. Again, offering extra padding if you need it. I want to do one more back exercise here, a camel. So the simplest camel is just to find your hands anchored on the real bony parts of the hips back here. Open the shoulders and then lift your heart, okay? Continue to be supportive. Glutes on, abs on. You can keep going a little bit more. Some people like to go a little bit deeper, and you can start with the toes tucked, but with a hand to heel, and then. All right, I'm gonna keep it today right here in kind of basic. You could also graduate to fist back here, right? Oh my goodness, let's go ahead and come on out. I think we want one more child's pose just to counter that. Whew, big work. Be very, very folded, very, very childlike. The word for this is balasana, and it can suggest, that word suggests a young child. All right, maybe even a baby. So go ahead, come on up. I would like to do a Gomukhasana today. And I don't do it too often. It takes a little bit of setup. It's nice if you have a strap, and you'll learn why. And there's a little bit of learning curve here. Don't worry, it can be fun. Take your block between the legs, all right, and start from all fours. Now the block, whatever's back there, you're gonna sit on. Take your right leg and bring it up and around the left, but then the left has to go, you have to go on opposite sides of the block. Now before I sit back, I put my knees as close together as I can and my toes as wide as they can. Don't worry about where it is. Then sit, then sit. Because once you're sitting, it's hard to adjust those things. Now before you do anything, just be tall and try to even out the level of your hips, okay? So this is enough. Now, if this is not possible, you can just sit on the floor cross-legged, or you could sit lifted cross-legged, or sit with ankle over knee. This is a big hip opener, so we're just doing what we can to go a notch deeper. Okay. Now, the strap, if you like to use it, you can hold it in your left hand and drop it back, and then the right comes behind you. And now, this is tricky too, to learn what feels best. You want to try to relax the shoulders back and down. No icky feelings, no pinching, no pulling so much that, something doesn't feel right. Regain your even hips, your tall spine, and then as you relax the shoulders, notice that the elbows may move a little further away from one another. And then maintain equanimity in your gaze, maybe soften it. Let's have a number of breaths here, allowing the hips to settle, shoulders to settle. Gomukhasana. One of those poses I think I find myself always using the Sanskrit. Maybe because the English is so silly, it's cow face. Go is cow, mukha is face. Now, when we come out of this, just gently let everything behind you go. Some people can hook fingers behind the back. That's fine. Take your legs over to the right side. Now let's just add, and come off the block for a sec. And let's just add a little simple mermaid twist here. So inhale, lift up, and then exhale, turn away. So I'm tucking one of these legs behind the other. I'm supporting myself. You can lean back a little bit. Let your hips twist with you. Smooth breath. Nice. We are going to do the other side for Gomukhasana. So put the block back between the legs. I'll walk it through again. This time, we want the left leg to come up around the right. Legs go on opposite sides of the blocks, knees together, feet wide, sit. It's one of those poses that's got a lot of cues to it, so, but when we're learning, we probably need them. As you get more flexible, you may find the knees go closer together, the feet go further apart, and you can sit further down. Some people like to sit on the floor, okay? Make sure the hips are level. Before I add, the craziness of the shoulders, I like to make sure everything looks good and is starting to, the initial OMG is settling, okay? Right hand this time goes behind you, and then the left opposite. And you can continue to work up on the strap a little bit more as time goes too. So this is a pose one of these poses that, it's intermediate to advanced because we're doing so many different things at once. So if you're a beginner and you're feeling really challenged, that's why, okay? We got multiple things going on. Again, if this isn't possible, you're just gonna sit in some way, cross-legged with knees wide, or knee or ankle over knee to feel some challenge to the hip flexibility. Don't let the arm, do this to the neck. All right, easy out with the strap. Come off the block and swing the legs to the left, tucking the right leg in. And you can sit back a little bit. Inhale, exhale, keep turning that direction. You use this arm to help turn too. Good, let's go ahead and soften front. And let's just do a round of our regular twist as well. Bend the right leg. Let's keep it simple today. Right leg, cross it over, and then right arm comes back. Inhale, sit tall. Give me a wrap. Let the right hips come back a little bit. And do the twist the other way. Feel a nice compression in the belly. Take an inhale, lean back from your heart. And exhale, settle your eye gaze back. Good, and come around front. We're gonna go right to the other side. So, left leg bends, cross if you like, just keep it simple. Inhale the right arm, exhale, give it a little hug. Lean back from your heart, turn the eye gaze. Now let's go ahead, come around front, and let's sit on the blanket if you've got one. And notice how this helps us when we want to do some folding. Extend the legs on out. Put your hips behind you. Do this a couple times. Inhale, on up, and then exhale, fold only as far forward as your hips will go, all right? And then inhale, lean back. Okay, exhale, only as far forward as your hips will go, and then stop. Inhale up. So we're just kind of analyzing this a little bit. Exhale, come forward. Now, from there, allow the back to stretch as well. Where did you end up? Be content with it. Sure, you could use your feet. Don't crank on it. Don't pull. Don't create any bad sensations in the low back. And then as you inhale, your breath is always what we call a kriya in some way. Because we imagine, kriya means action. It's an inhale with the slightest, sort of sensation or intention of lengthening, and the exhale, the slightest sensation of drawing inward. Stay here for a number of breaths in order to derive benefit. Good, and come on up. Take the soles of the feet together. We'll do a bound angle. Today, I'd like to resist the temptation to go forward. I'd like to do something just a tad different. Maybe the hands, you can either open the book of the feet or hands around the feet, okay? And be tall. Again, the theme of the day, be as tall as you can. Let the knees go. And I'd like you to do this little kriya. As you take a gentle inhale, lift the nose and feel like you're drinking cool air. Now as you exhale, draw up from the pelvic floor in through the navel and let the chin bow down to seal. Tall spine. Inhale every time and drink cool air. Exhale, seal up the spine, chin nods. Continue to do that on your own. Drink as you inhale. Seal on the exhale. And then just pause. Good. Let's extend those legs back again and come onto the back. Do just one last thing. Back is still nice and long. And we're going to put the feet up. So let's just have a long back. Make your spine as long as it can be. And if you need to hold your legs, go ahead. But maybe just use a moment of drawing the belly down, kicking the heels up, and create this excellent L shape. Last breath. And then a beautiful hug. A good hug. You can always use this pose to give a little massage, but every once in a while, think about the benefit of just having a still version of this, where it's a big hug, legs into belly. And then just breathe against the legs. Please do take a couple moments to absorb and balance. Put the feet down and touch the knees together. And hands back on the belly. Stay there, eyes closed. Resting to take and absorb the practice. A moment of quiet. Quiet for the body. Quieter in the breath. Hopefully these things also lead to more quiet in the mind as well, with practice. And when you're ready, raise your right arm overhead, turn onto your right side. Have a breath there. To finish the practice, sit up and join me again. Bring the hands to heart center, thumbs touching heart center, drop the chin. Whatever your experience was today, I encourage you to let it go. You did well. Namaste, everyone. Favorite this class if it gave you a good challenge, something you want to improve on or practice again. And if you're streaming with us online, check us out. Virtual Y plans, only $9.99 a month. All right, we'll see you next time.
I'm Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world. We're going to do it again.
We'll see you again. Keep